Check this out, guys. I found a chain and bracelet on clearance at Saints Gold and trying out some tricolor stuff this time. Something different. 3mm tricolored rope chain, 18-inch, and a 4mm tricolored rope bracelet, 6.5 inches. Unboxing, review, and a little story time. Coming up after this. Let's go. This is the usual Saints Gold packaging that I showed you guys in the past, so I'll get through that quick. Tissue paper and jewelry boxes. I'll show you guys the authenticity certificates too. The one for the chain basically says 3mm, 18 inches, and weighs 15 grams at 14K. Now we'll get to the bracelet. The certificate says 4mm, 6.5 inches, 8 grams, and 14K. Now that we got that out of the way, I'll go into why I bought these. So I was on the Saints Gold website and I realized they have a clearance section. I slept on the 5mm 18-inch rope chain. It was a tricolor too that they had on the site. I went to buy it and it was gone. I still might get one of those later, but they listed a 3mm tricolor rope chain and a 4mm tricolor bracelet on the clearance section too. I thought these would be perfect to get my feet wet in the tricolor stuff and see how much I like it. I have so much yellow gold now that it's time to expand my options a little bit. I have a few solid rose gold pieces too, but I want to try something different. I don't wear bracelets much, but if I have the chain, the matching bracelet was just too much to pass up, and the bracelet's 6.5 inches, which is just perfect for me because I have a small wrist. It might as well be custom made for me. 6.5 inches will be snug, but I don't like bracelets to fit loose anyway, so at this clearance price, it was hard to pass up. I bought these about a month ago, and my memory is that they were about $47 a gram. You don't see people wearing tricolor stuff every day, so it's nice to have something different in your collection. My first impression is that the colors don't pop as much as I thought they would. The rose gold is lighter than I expected, and the white gold has a stainless steel kind of look to it. It's not a bright white metal like a silver or what I usually see on white gold. I'm not sure if that was done for contrast or because I don't own any white gold and just not used to seeing it up close. In any case, it's lighter than I thought it would be in some places and darker than I thought it would be in others. What's intriguing about the tricolor stuff is that the color's not just on the surface. This isn't gold plated, so the alloy of the metal links are this color all the way through to the core. What's good about tricolor chains is that you can take any color pendant and put it on here and it's going to match, giving you versatility and a unique look that nobody else in the room is going to have. As you know, I don't wear thinner chains too often, but I have a few pendants that would look better with this size chain than on the thicker ones. Ropes can be different depending on where you buy them from, how they're manufactured. They can be more stiff or really flexible depending on how loose the links are. I would describe this one as extremely flexible and it feels like the links are pretty loose. You can even see a little daylight between the links here and there. I prefer ropes when they're a little stiffer and no daylight between the links, but I'll take them how they come too. It's definitely a nice looking chain. A quick look at the clasps and you can see that it's double stamped, which is really nice on both sides too, with the gold purity 14K, and there's also a manufacturer branding stamp on the other side. That was nicely done. Now we'll take a quick look at some measurements. The chain is an accurate 3mm, just a hair more than that, and it's actually a tiny bit over the 18 inches long, which is nice too. Now we'll check the weight of the chain. The weight does come in on a calibrated scale at over 15 grams. Accurate description on the website and on the authenticity card. I'll show you guys a few different looks, what the chain looks like with no pendant and what it looks like with a pendant on it. If you like the chain so far, go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for future jewelry reviews that I upload. I'm satisfied with this purchase, but now I have to get into a little something that I might change about it if I could. I noticed a flaw on this chain. You'll see that the pattern of colors is about 5 or 6 links for each color before it switches over to another color, except in one spot where it switches to yellow gold for a few links and then changes color again. It's only this one spot that stands out, and it's my guess that's why this chain was on clearance, is because of that flaw. It's not a major flaw because when you wear the chain, it's around the back of the neck. but I do believe that it's a flaw that should have been disclosed in the listing, especially when there's no returns or exchanges accepted. Now we can check out the bracelet. I like the bracelet even more because it's thicker and the color pattern stands out more. I like the Saints Gold logo engraved on the clasp too. That's a nice little bonus feature that I don't see on the chain. I told you why I think the chain was in the clearance section. Now I'll tell you why I think the bracelet was in the clearance section. I'm guessing that it ended up on clearance because a 6.5-inch bracelet won't fit a lot of adult people, so maybe it's hard to sell it. Most sites don't offer 6.5 inches in stock. I have a really small wrist. Even people with a small wrist don't usually wear their bracelets with a snug fit, so it was left for somebody like me to buy it, and it works for me. It weighs 8 grams, and it's a bit over 6.5 inches long. The more I look at this 4mm bracelet, the more I'm thinking of getting a 4 or 5mm chain. The colors pop more on a bigger chain, and now I'm more interested in the tricolor stuff to the point where I have my eyes open for a tricolor pendant to match. Any color pendant would match a tricolor chain, but you know what I mean, a pendant that has white, yellow, and rose all in the same piece. If I see the right design, I might cop. So stay tuned to see if I find something I like. Now I'll show you what it looks like on my wrist. As you can see, it's a pretty snug fit with a little room in there, but not too much. I'm glad it actually fit. As far as how I'll end up rocking this bracelet, I'm not really sure if I'm going to wear this with a watch or as a standalone piece. I'm not all that into bracelets anyway, so we'll see how it goes. I was coming out of my comfort zone with this purchase. Leave me a note in the comments. Let me know if you guys are into bracelets or if you're not that crazy about them either. I went through the 2 reviews pretty quick. It was a busy week of overtime shifts and I had to buy a new computer a few weeks ago, which set me back with time to edit video for you guys. I have a little piece from Hawaii Rope Chains to review, another pendant from the Diamond Rush, even a little something from Jared's, and some older pieces in my collection to show you guys. Oh, and I'm thinking of unlocking a review of that big Dorsey piece that I've been teasing in the intro. I'll do a review of that to celebrate when we get the channel to 500 subscribers. That's the plan anyway. That'll be a fun one to do. The piece is done by King Johnny in Texas. I have my eye on a few things to buy in 2023. The tricolor rope at 4 or 5mm, a Byzantine, a nice 14-karat rose gold chain, and maybe a Cuban, all on my wants list for this year. I think this was a good purchase, something unique at a good price. You might see me trying more of the tricolor stuff or solid rose gold stuff in the future. I think Saints Gold should describe any flaws on items listed in the clearance section, but other than that, it was a perfect purchase. I'll let you guys decide if you'll try Saints Gold for your next jewelry purchase. As usual, I appreciate my day 1 subscribers and my new subscribers, and I'm gone until the next one. Peace.